What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We'll let some people hop in. If you're watching the replay, make sure you fast forward through this. This is Sunday morning live. Let's have a little drink here. And I'm wearing the shirt that broke the internet. That's what's happening right now. I was like, man, I haven't worn my elbows down ass up shirt in a while. And what's happened recently, right, is with the 100% tariff threat, this absolutely is number one shirt that I'm wearing today because, yeah, Canada could be fucked here. Absolutely could be fucked. But sorry for the language, guys. I know some of you get upset. Some of you get upset when I swear. Free speech, guys. Free speech. Well, we don't have that in Canada. We have freedom of expression, which is not really freedom of anything, because if you're loyal to the crown, which you might say you're not loyal to the crown, but that's just a terminology phrase. If you are a loyal subject to the crown, because we're a monarchy, you don't have freedoms, you have privileges granted to you by them. There's a whole thing. We could do a whole live stream about that. We literally could. What's up, Rita? Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Share it out, guys. I got to get my friends on Instagram here. I always forget, because when I'm doing the multi-platform, I have to make sure I got to be on Instagram and then press live on Instagram at the same time. It's the only platform I have to do it for. I wish they fixed that. But now we're live on Instagram. We'll see if folks are going to come in there. Let me know where you're visiting from, where you're watching from. 45 people already over on Instagram. There we go. It's Sunday. We're going to get the week started together is what we're going to do. I have something I got to go to tonight. I'm pretty pumped for, but yeah, good morning, everybody. Oh, what do we got here? Angelina, love your work. Thank you for everything you do. Well, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I really, really do appreciate it. We're just waiting for a couple more people to get in. I don't have, like, a lot of YouTubers and a lot of these people, they have like intros, like professional intros and stuff. I don't have that. Maybe I should work on that. Maybe I should get a professional intro, but now right now you guys just have to deal with me saying, hey, fast forward if you're watching the replay or hang out, whatever. I don't know what's going on with this mic. I got to fix this mic. Here we go. Look at all these wonderful, beautiful people in the house. Thank you for being here. Watching from Jamaica. What's the weather like in Jamaica? It's probably really nice there. Hello, everybody. All right. Talk about a couple things today. Oh, we got another one. Leonard's watching from Jamaica over there on Instagram. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. All right. Let's get some business out of the way here first. What do I got lined up for you guys? All right. So yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, so this has been happening, right? They're putting AI photos of me. I'm a Russian asset. We've seen it. You guys have all seen it. So I had a little fun with it last night. Some of you guys actually believed it. No, ladies and gentlemen, I did not hop on a private jet to go to Russia. The caption on this photo was my handlers beckoned me or whatever, and then I put on Facebook, I put traveling from YYC to St. Petersburg, Russia. I like having fun, guys. I like having fun. And some people believed it. Like, I got text messages. I woke up to text messages this morning from friends. And they're like, bro, are you seriously in Russia right now? I'm like, no, I'm not. But if they want to go out of their way to make photos like this, because they can't handle it, right? Like, there's no way Berta Proud Dad could have a successful internet channel if he wasn't a Russian asset and being backed by Putin. There's absolutely no way. So I just trolled the fuck out of them with that, and we had fun. If you guys, if you're new here, you'll learn over time that my humor is I'm a very humorous guy. I like having fun, right? I like having fun. So you guys just hang along for the ride, right? If you want to. What else do we have lined up for you? Guys, YouTube, go check it out. Go check out my YouTube channel. It's growing slowly. That's where all the long form content for my podcasts are coming. They're going to be uploaded to YouTube. We're slowly growing. I think we grew to like 1,000 followers in the last week. I'm pretty small over on YouTube, But go search me up, Berta Proud Dad. I'm on Rumble as well, Berta Proud Dad on Rumble. So make sure you go follow, because if you're looking for the long form content, we're bringing guests in, some pretty high level guests as well. You're not going to see it on Facebook. You're not going to see it on Instagram. You're not going to see it on X. You're going to see it over on my YouTube channel. So make sure you guys are following that YouTube channel. Speaking of which, this happened. Watch this.
We are ready. You ready for the first episode of Unapologetically Conservative?
Let's do it.
Out of all the unions out there that I've seen, teachers are number one the worst.
They're unhinged.
Yeah.
And the problem is we trust these teachers with our children for 6-7 hours.
It's true. It's very hard to fire a teacher, so this is why they act like this. Their responses are, oh.
Now, I don't know if you guys heard that or not, because I didn't hear it in my headphones. And if I didn't hear it, this is a new system. If I didn't hear it in my headphones, I'm going to guarantee you that you guys probably didn't hear it there. Let me know if you did hear it. But that did happen, right? It did happen. So Berta Proud Mom and myself recorded our very first podcast, the episode of the Unapologetically Conservative show that will be on my Spotify, my Amazon, and my Apple podcast platforms. You can look up Over the Target with Berta Proud Dad, and you'll be able to watch it over there. As well, it'll be on YouTube. My long form content will be over on my YouTube. So if you want to follow, make sure you go follow on all those platforms. And yeah, so I was really excited. That was a really good episode, and I'm super pumped for it. A lot of work goes into building a studio, putting it all together, getting a producer, and doing all that fun stuff. So I'm super, super stoked for it, for you guys to finally see it, to be honest with you. I really am. What do I want to show you guys next? I just want to remind everybody that the recall Nicolaides, that one failed, and we knew it was going to fail. This is the recall petition that kicked off all the recall petitions in Alberta. They really thought they were going to be able to get Minister Nicolaides, because he is the education minister, and they fell 10,000 signatures short. And the funny thing about this, the lady who put the recall together, she claimed it as a victory. That's what she did. Isn't that what participation trophies has really taught society? Is everything's a victory as long as you tried. You might not have been able to get it over the finish line, but you tried. So you're a winner in my books. No, you're a loser. You literally lost, and you weren't able to get it over, not even close, over the finish line. So that happened. So Nicolaides doesn't have to worry about an election. Nobody has to worry about it, because the constituents obviously came out and said, no, we're not going to sign that. We still believe in him. And the teachers should have went back to work. Right? They should have. They're all saying, oh, teachers have a right to strike. The kids have a right to an education as well. So there's that. Right? And I'll stand for the kids before I stand for teachers who are complaining their job is too hard. Because welcome to work. It's called work for a reason. If you guys don't like that, well, that's your problem. Right? That's my, I'm sticking to that opinion too. Guys, January 26th, that's tomorrow in Calgary, 11 a.m., Big 4 Roadhouse. You can start signing 7 p.m. speakers. I'm going to be there. I will be there, ladies and gentlemen. That's the plan right now, anyway. Let's go to the comments here for a second. Mark Carney with a stick and Trump, bunch of sheep, follow them. I'd buy that one. Oh, I love that. They are, Rita. They are professional activists. It's like all these guys, that's what they do, right? The bakery is going hard. He's going to fail, though. That's McBride's Bakery in Medicine Hat, Alberta. He's going to fail. Every single recall petition is going to fail. All of them. And I'm calling it right now. Look how confident they were about getting the education minister, right? Oh, we're going to get the education minister. He's going to get recalled. No, you guys came 10,000. That is an embarrassment. They spent how long trying to get signatures, and they were 10,000 short. They got 6,000 and change. Absolutely an embarrassment, if you ask me. What's going on, Instagram? I don't get 4 months off paid. Yeah, exactly. There's not a lot of people that are that are sitting here, if you're a parent out there and you go to work every day and you have to put it all together for your family and you have to, really fight for time off to go on vacation and do everything else, there you're not really sympathizing with teachers. I can sympathize with teachers to a certain degree, where we do have to look at classroom complexities and we have to fix the education system, but it's not a blanket, it's not a cookie cutter, one size fits all solution. It really isn't. So Nicolaides in the premier and the province is actually putting something together right now. And yeah, it's going to work out. I think it's really going to work out. You don't just, I lost an election and now I'm a butthurt NDPer, so I want you out of your job. Right now, and then the people have spoken on this when you see all the recalls come in failed, you'll know that the people have actually spoken on that, ladies and gentlemen. So I want to see everybody at the Independence event tomorrow. Show this graphic. Are you guys going to be there? I'd like to know. Bunch of awesome, amazing creators going to be at Ranchman's January 31st. Now, there's been controversy about this in Alberta, and I'm going to explain myself here because a lot of people, nobody's come to me and said, Alberta, don't show up. You support independence. Why are you supporting this? I want to be clear. This is not a Conservative Party of Canada event. So there is miscommunication on that. I've had friends reach out to me and say, what are you doing? Why are you going to that? It looks like you're sponsored by the Conservative Party. No, I'm not sponsored by the Conservative Party. And this is not a Conservative Party of Canada event. It is not a Conservative Party of Canada event. This is a free event. Many of you probably follow people on this, and there's other content creators coming. I know Ice Cube Sandwiches is coming. Army of Great Men is coming. There's a lot of great people coming. The thing is this was a way to get us in one room to, one, meet each other because we've never met each other, and two, to have our followers come say hello. That's all this was. And I haven't received any pushback from the Alberta independence movement. In fact, I have Chris Scott coming on the show tomorrow, and he hasn't mentioned one thing to me. And Chris Scott, if you know him, ladies and gentlemen, he believes in freedom, and he would believe in my freedom, I believe, to go to this event. And I also believe in freedom. And when freedom comes with it is, guess what? You're free to say that I shouldn't go to this event, and I'm free to not care, right? Because I have a guy coming from Vancouver. He booked a flight from Vancouver to come meet me in Ranchman's because he wants to meet a couple other creators. If I back out of this event, I'm letting my followers down. The people who've stood by me for 5+ years and have their chance to finally come meet me and some other creators, I'm letting them down. So this is not a Conservative Party of Canada sponsored event. This is me going to an event with friends in the space and meet the supporters and shake their hand and finally have a discussion with them face to face. That's it. That's all it is. And if people think that that's a bad event to go to, that's their prerogative, and that's their freedom to think so, because nobody's forcing anybody to go to an event. And I don't want that, right? If you don't want to go and it goes against your beliefs, by all means, I totally respect that. And I respect you for your decision. Me, on the other hand, I'm just not going to do that. I have people who are flying in for this event who want to come and meet me and other people. I am going to be there to meet them. That's my statement on that, and I'm sticking to it. Again, I have no hate to anybody who is not going to that event and wanted to pull out, because you know what? That's their freedom to do so, and I'm okay with that. I'm completely okay with it, right? Everybody's got their own reasonings for things, and this one's mine, and I am going to go. Now, the other thing, Conservative Party of Canada convention is there. I'm a separatist. I'm a guy who wants an independent Alberta. I also was given media accreditation to the Conservative Party of Canada convention. So I have a job to do. I have followers from Newfoundland, Ontario, Quebec, all over this country who follow me for the conservative content and what is going on in Canada. Just because I support separation, it doesn't mean that I turn my backs on my following, and when given media access, I don't go to the convention to show them what's happening because they're not there. These are the people who buy my merch. These are the people who support the channel through subscriptions. These are the people who follow me every single day. For me to say, no, too bad, now I'm telling them, thanks for the support, but no, because it looks bad on me, I'm not going. No, I don't think it looks bad on me. I want to know, what do federal politicians think about separation? I want to know, what other people in the building think about it. And I want to be boots on the grounds and show my people. So there's that as well, right? So a lot of people are saying, oh, if you're a separatist, you shouldn't go to the federal conservative. I'm an independent journalist. This is what got me to this point. I have media accreditation. I have a press pass. I have all this other stuff. I would be doing a disservice to the people who have followed me for so long if I didn't go to that event. And that's the thing. Two things can be true. You can still support your brothers and sisters in the conservative movement in Canada and support Alberta independence. You can. Again, some people don't think that. Their freedom to do so, and I am absolutely okay. I'm absolutely okay for them to have that freedom of expression to say it's wrong, but I don't agree. And that's okay. I'm not getting in a fight. I'm not getting in a Twitter war, and I'm not doing any of that. I am going to go there and cover it for the hundreds of thousands of people who follow my page. And that is what I'm going to do. You are rattling on and on. Wendy, the beautiful thing about social media, could somebody tell Wendy how you block me or how you get out of the live? I think you just scroll, right? You just use the finger God gave you and you just do this. And I think you put more effort into making this comment than actually doing what you should have done. Thanks, Wendy, for the engagement, though. We really appreciate you for that. So now we're going to move into a little bit of other things, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys can appreciate what comes next here. Let's check Instagram real quick before we do that. No, not much going on Instagram. Just people hanging out. Right on. 42 people over there. Nova Scotia, what's going on? Okay, let's check this out.
Good afternoon, everybody. This event that's going to be held by the conservative nutball grifters, if you know where it's going to be, let me know, because I live in Calgary and I'll most likely be there protesting. And if anybody else in Calgary or Alberta wants to join me, let me know. So please let me know where it is, and let's organize a huge protest for their event. Thank you. Bye now.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Edward from Calgary, he wanted to come out and protest the event. That's what he did. He came out, he called us grifters. What else did he call us there? Anyway, he called us names. Names don't hurt me. But he came out with a brand new video, right? People say I give this guy way too much attention. Well, guess what? You don't come out and call us a bunch of disgusting people like he did in the one video with me and then get away with it. I'm done with people like that. And then this is him gaslighting his supporters because nobody deserves to get threatened on the internet. I am not a proponent of that. I don't want anything to happen to anybody on any side. But when I say he earned the backlash. So if anybody was threatening him, he didn't earn that. But the fucking backlash he got, he absolutely earned because he's a loudmouth and he hates it. He can only have a voice. He doesn't like it when anybody else has a voice. So here you go.
Good evening, everybody. I have bad news. I can't go to this event because I had followers come on my panel tonight telling me that they saw comments on Bird Proud panels and saying that they'll punch me out or there'll be physical violence. I didn't see the exact comments, my followers wouldn't tell me either because they're afraid that I'll confront Bird Proud Dad, but I'm not gonna confront him. You know, I'm doing my best to ignore him, but it seems like the more I ignore him, the more they talk about me. But whatever. But yeah, I can't go to it because my life is at risk. If anybody else wants to go, feel free to go, but I can't go. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry if I let anybody down, but my life is worth more than this. Comments and reposts appreciated. Bye now.
There you have it. This one here, he's using you for views. Yeah, absolutely. Him and hundreds of other creators are doing it. But it's also important to point out the gaslighting of them, right? They are absolutely gaslighting their following. Like, see how he's threatened for his life, but you're free to go, right? Well, the thing is, Edward, nobody wants you hurt. I don't want him hurt, and nobody else wants him hurt. You are free to come and protest the event. I was welcoming it. I was welcoming a protest because I could go out there and have a conversation with him, right? Because I actually don't think Ed is unhinged as people think he is in real life. I think Ed actually does, he's a content creator and he's going about it the wrong way. Like with me, for instance, you see what you see here is what you get in real life. And I'll let Rita vouch for that. This is Rita right here, right? Responding to a comment. Rita's met me in real life, and she could probably attest to you that what you see here is what you get in real life, right? And that right there for me is this way. Oh, I was just reading a comment. Sorry. This for me is concerning because if people are leaving comments on Ed's page and then telling him that he can't protest an event and saying they're going to hurt him or something like that, like just stop. If you're a follower of mine, just stop. Like we are better than that. And the thing is you can't allow a video on the internet to get you that charged up that you're going to be violent towards somebody. I deal with these threats every day. I don't want Ed to have any threats. Trust me, Ed, I have my own opinion about Ed, right? He is an emotionally charged individual online who definitely does clickbait. He doesn't really know anything that he speaks about. He just literally reacts to something. He doesn't understand policy of the federal government at all. He doesn't understand the election process. He doesn't understand, parliamentary procedure. Like if you just watch his videos, it's just reactionary, and that's okay, right? But the thing is it would be a good time for us to educate each other and say, Ed, listen, you're allowed to be on the other end of the spectrum from me and politically, and nobody needs to get hurt. But the thing is, you got to remember, Ed is not about that. Ed is about gaslighting his followers, and we expose it every single day. So Ed, thank you so much for being the human being you are. And guys, make sure you go get it. This is the shirt that Ed made famous, the elbows down, ass up shirt. That's available on the website. And well, what do we got going on right now? I think this is still up. That's right. Free shipping. Orders over $200 right now. Promo code Alberta, albertaprouddad.com. And that's on every single item, guys. Every single item. From your education, not indoctrination, to your unapologetically conservatives, to your elbows down, ass up, to your education, not indoctrination. We got a lot more than that, though, and you guys know that. So, go check it out. And for the people who are watching on a laptop right now, because, some people do that. I'm on a laptop right now. Right there, that QR code. You go get your gear, albertaprouddad.com. And use that promo code, guys, on orders over $200. Free shipping. We never do that. We did it over Christmas, but yeah. Oh, what's the site to order on? albertaprouddad.com. Lindsay. Rita says great quality. And that's the thing. People come to me, oh, your prices are too high. Well, that's because we don't sell Gildan. We don't sell Gildan. We sell quality merchandise of clothing that is going to last. I never wanted to. When we started with Gildan, and it was shit. It was absolute garbage. So we're not doing that. Every single thing we sell is high quality. Everything we sell is going to be like your other clothing you buy. We are not an Etsy store. Okay, we are a real company, real corporation. We are a limited company. We pay our taxes. We have fucking employees. Like, they hate that, right? They call us the grifters. No, we are an actual company. We're an entertainment company as well. News, media, entertainment, clothing, you name it. So, yeah. Got it and wear it all the time and love it. See, like there's so much of it out there. I didn't have a promo code. Ah, you missed the promo code. Shit. I have a few different shirts. Anyway, there you go, guys. There, make sure you go get it. Now, I'm going to be changing the QR code up there, but this is free. We started a Substack, ladies and gentlemen. So the QR code for my Substack is right there. If you don't know what Substack is, I am getting into the article writing business because I think it's important to do that. And look at that. Steve just followed me on Substack. We got like 250 followers over there already, and I'm super excited. And it's free. It's free to join my Substack. There's going to be a lot of cool things. We're interviewing a lot of good people this year. We're going to a lot of really cool places, and some things you can't get into a video or even on a Facebook post. Now, let's be honest with now with online censorship and everything else, Substack is probably a smart thing for us to do. So if you go to Substack, search albertaprouddad.com or follow that QR code that's up there, you can go check it out. Make sure you get, and then on that QR code that I just put up there now is for the website. If you're on Facebook, we have a subscriber only page as well. You can click the pinned comment and that'll take you into you can subscribe to the channel and subscriber only as well. I washed my black one 10 times, no fading. No, they don't fade. This is the thing, right? Look at all this. A lot of people, like testimony after testimony after testimony. We don't sell garbage and we are refusing to sell garbage. So the prices are the prices. If you don't want them, you don't want them. We just believe in wearing your opinion on your sleeve. Even the elbows down, ass up shirt is high quality. Great content over there. Yes, we're putting out, I think we're putting out, I'm planning 2 to 3 Substacks a day. And it's really good. So this too, I wanted to talk about this. We're still on merch, but I wanted to talk about this.
Talk about getting conversations started. Wow. Yeah. Every single conversation today was positive. Thumbs up, pat on the back. Love everything you're doing. Seems like the negative Nancys are only online in the comment section. Join the movement. Get yours. AlbertaProudDad.com.
Now, those Alberta Independence hoodies and t-shirts have really taken the province by storm, and a lot of people are buying them, and we appreciate it. We're going to do something with some of the proceeds of it. So just so you guys know, we're going to sell it as much as we can. And then I'm going to talk to a couple people of where they need help. I do know I've asked, and I don't know if I'm allowed yet, but I'm going to sponsor a couple signing locations. So you have to pay to have these halls, right, in order to go sign. So in my community, I don't have my badge yet, but in my community, I am going to be paying for the hall myself out of Alberta Proud Dad Entertainment funds from the sale of the hoodies. I'm going to be offering that up to other people. I got to see what the rules and legalities are. If I have to give it to Stay Free Alberta first and then go the other way, but I'm waiting for responses on that. So just so you guys do know, I'm not sitting here like, oh, selling independence merch and then just keeping all this money. I'm actually giving it back. That is the plan, is to give it back into the movement, or me sponsor what I can sponsor. So that is happening. I haven't made a video on that yet, but it is coming as well. So it's something that I want to do. I absolutely believe in the movement, and that's what we are going to do. I'm going to talk, Chris Scott's on the show tomorrow, so I'm going to be talking to him about that, how we can go and financially help with some of the proceeds from this merchandise. So you must download Substack. Yes. So you can get it as an app on your phone, or you can go to the website, I believe. Just search me up, Alberta Proud Dad. Look at all these wonderful testimonials. See, that's the thing, guys. There you go. AlbertaProudDad.com. Check it out. I wore my unapologetically conservative Costco and Okotoks to receive some. Yeah. John, that happens every time I go out with any piece of my merch. Anytime I go out, it's literally like that. Can I do that in your end of the province? I might go on a couple speaking tours for this. I'm planning something right now. People who are against you or anyone who supports you really don't have the courage to confront you face to face, but they need to, yeah, absolutely. And this is why I'm attacked online daily, right? Every time somebody comes and meets me in public, there's always something that they say. How do you get through, or how do you get past all the hate? Because I get a lot of hate, right? Like I was just sent a video. It said, I block guys like Alberta Proud Dad. He's a grifter. He's this, he's that. And like but the guy didn't block me. So he's lying and gaslighting his own followers, right? He's doing it for reaction. So a lot of people, when they can't do their own content, they'll use me to gather support from my haters to gain followers. It's called poaching, right? They're influencer poaching. They're basically going after large creators because they know they have a hate group. And then what they do is they bring in their haters as their supporters, and they move from there. There's a guy who creates stickers and shit. He's doing that right now to me, which is fine. It's part of it, right? The libs Ottawa are getting nervous. The movement is huge. You're right. The movement is actually big. It's massive. What else did I have for you guys? Oh, I went to Toronto last week. Be Great podcast. Bruce Calero, that was great. Can't wait till that airs. Sorry. Can't wait till that airs. I was in Toronto last week recording that. So hopefully, what's going on with my screen here? Hopefully you guys will enjoy that. What else do we got? Exactly. That's why Ed needs an adult face debate. No harm. No, and that's just it. I don't want any harm to come to Eduardo ever. That's not who I am. I'm not them, right? I am not them. Archangels on Instagram, thank you for standing up for Alberta. Well, thank you. Appreciate it. Is there a way you can come to Ontario? We need a lot of help here. I'm planning tours in the summer of this year. I want to go out there, but that's why support to the channel is so important, right? Like, there's a lot of people that want me to do a lot of things, except things cost money. And this is literally my job. This is literally what I do. Right. So, and we have employees, we have a corporation, and that, I think that's why a lot of the hate I get. I tell people all the time, right? I was fired in 2024 for being Bird Proud Dad. I tried to get another job. I tried getting a job with an oil company. I was hired. I was going to courses, and then they said, yeah, no, you're too much heat. And now at this point, I am too much heat. They can't have me. I'm a distraction on the work site because people know who I am. I'm a distraction because people don't like me. There's a bunch of other things that I am. So we went all in on this media company, and because of you guys and your support to the channel, whether you're subscribing, whether you're following us on all the pages, buying the merch, whatever it might be, you guys truly are the supporters. And then people say, get a job. This is a job. It's Sunday right now, and I'm doing my job. I've edited 3 videos already today. I've put out content in some Substacks. We are working. This is a 7-day week, right? So I appreciate the people who actually understand and support that, right? I appreciate you guys. Looking forward to meeting you on the 30th. Looking forward to meeting you. There's a lot of people that are coming in, and you're going to meet a ton of us influencers. And you know what? I'm pumped for that. I hate that. So I used to hate calling myself an influencer, but you get to a point where you just have to call yourself that because everybody else calls you that. And you truly do have an influence, right? But the thing is I'm just a regular guy, and I want to be clear about that. I'm a regular guy. I am not too good for anything. Oh, this is a long one. This Bird Proud Dad is obviously doing a good job getting the mess out. I hope he isn't taking money from outside Canada to promote his cause, and I'm not by any means saying he is. I can't help but notice dark green spreading liberal propaganda telling Albertans what is legal and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so I'm not taking any money from anybody. So you support my channel by supporting the clothing store or subscribing to the channel. That's how you support the channel. And people are now pledging on Substack. So on Substack, you can pledge for a year, you can pledge for a month, you can pledge for, and people are like, you know what, we'll just do it that way. Even on my website, there's a Give, Send, Go where you can go there. If you're like, I don't want merch, you can just support the Give, Send, Go. There's people doing it. I don't want anybody's money. I don't want anybody's money because I want my supporters to be the ones that support me through this, because it's them after all who are watching. I don't need big money. Oh, you're doing a great job. We appreciate you. Well, we appreciate you. You're incredibly busy, and we see it. Thank you, Connie. I am busy. I'm really busy. Congratulations on an independence. Alberta getting 100,000 followers. Yes, that was crazy. That Facebook page got 100,000 followers. It's a huge, huge achievement. It absolutely is a full-time. It is a full-time, right? Like tonight, I'm doing basically an appearance, right? Because I was invited to. So Sunday night, I'm like, a lot of this stuff is evening work. A lot of this stuff is laying in bed and editing. A lot of this stuff, like, just because I don't leave go somewhere for a 9 to 5, it does not mean it's not work. And people really need to wrap their heads around that, right? Like, they have to. Good afternoon, sir. You're an amazing person. Alberta Independence. Alberta Independence. Let's go. Now, I really want to circle back, guys. Let's circle back for the people who aren't here. This is not a Conservative Party of Canada sponsored event, and I'm going to be clear about that. People think it is. It is not a Conservative Party of Canada event. This is influencers going together to meet up with their followers who want to meet them. I know people have said, if you're for Alberta independence, you shouldn't go to this. Well, first, who do you think you are that you can tell people they can't go to something? That's my big thing. If you're so for this freedom that you speak of, who are you? And I've seen people have Twitter wars about this and everything else. I'm staying out of it. And you know what? Everybody is free to have their expression, but I'm free to have mine. And my followers want to see me and meet me and greet me, and I will go there. I'm not turning my backs on them. That I'm clear about that, and I'm always going to be clear about that. Oh, thank you for your voice and your platform. Thank you. Appreciate it. Good day from Ontario. We need your help so bad. I should, eh? I should go out to Ontario and just do a big speaking tour. Do you truly believe Alberta has a chance of becoming independent? Yes, I do. Considering the negotiations and voting in the House of Commons, I'm a supporter, but I don't think it will happen. Well, the thing is, Brandon, is I'm a realist. So as a realist, I like to do things in steps. So the first step is the signatures. Let's get 178,000 signatures and let's worry about the referendum after that. Let's pass the referendum and let's worry about the next step. To go through forward before all the steps and say it's not ever going to happen is you're already losing, right? I used to play sports as a kid. You never thought about the outcome. You go up against a team that was better than you. You knew they were better. They were stronger. They were probably going to win. In the locker room before the game, you were sitting there and you were going to win that game. There was no way you were not going to win that game. You strategized like it was, opponent that was equal to you. You did everything you could do to make sure that you were successful. If you can put everything forward and you can move forward, nobody is getting, burning out or getting themselves down. So I think we can win, but we're going to win the first step. The first step is the signatures. Let's worry about step 2 after that. I'm getting a lot of people come to me and say, hey, it's never going to happen. Nobody's come to me and said why we should stay, right? Nobody's come to me and said why we should stay. I'm wearing my t-shirt in Ontario and I'm so happy to see many supporters you in Alberta have. Canada needs you. Thank you. Appreciate that. One step at a time, right, Crystal? One step at a time. Steps to freedom. Yep, you're right, Karen. You're absolutely right. Steps to freedom. Let's go. You convinced the Canadian government to accept Minnesota. Yeah, a lot of people are asking me about what's going on with Minnesota. I haven't even watched any of the videos yet, so I've been too busy. As much as I want to meet you, I'm really looking forward to meeting Mario as well. Absolutely. A lot of people are, right? A lot of people are looking forward to meeting him, and I'm looking forward to meeting him. He sent me a DM and he said, I'm looking forward to meeting you. So it's going to be like a meet back and forth kind of thing. And that's the whole point, right? A lot of great people on that poster. So I'm super excited to see all of them and meet everybody who does come. And just know, because I want it to be known that security is going to be tight. They're going to be going through your bags at the door. They're going to be doing everything. Their security has already reached out to me. They said they're going to do everything to protect the influencers of this event, and as they should. There's people with a lot of influence that are going to be in that room at one time. So at the end of the day, security will be tight. People like, oh, you're just a regular guy. I am just a regular guy. I would like to think I'm just a regular guy, but regular people don't have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people who wish harm upon them every day. So there's that as well, right? So we're really taking security seriously. Security's taking security seriously. Calgary City Police is going to be there. Different security companies, event security. They got it all locked up. So you guys will be searched before you come in. And that's what I've been told anyway. But at the end of the day, we just want to make sure everybody has a great event, a pleasant event. It's not ruined by anybody, and we all go home safe. That's what we want. Was your approach to young adults to open their eyes, get behind this movement? Thanks a million for all you do. I asked them a simple question. What do they want to be when they grow up? I asked them, what do they want to be when they grow up? Then I asked them, do you want to own a home? And then I asked them, what do you think is fair to give your wages to the government? Because obviously you have to give some, right? And then usually you can start explaining to them, mass immigration, how cost of living, and how they're probably never going to own a home, and how the education system's messed up, and literally how the rights and freedoms are being taken away. And usually you can convince them that way. But a lot of them, it takes a while. You can't do it all in one conversation. You never will. Rita, I'm 40 years old. I have bad hips. Can't wait to meet all of you great Canadian independent reporters bringing the truth. Thank you, Des. Appreciate that. Absolutely, will stay safe. Here's the thing, and I like to say this: Charlie Kirk, right? So when we saw Charlie Kirk get assassinated, that was a really big turning point in my life. And I said, you know what? If it happens to me, it happens to me, and I'm not going to worry about it. And here we are. Sorry, I was just answering a text message. But yeah, there's that. What else do I got? I think that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That was the Sunday live. So make sure you join my Substack. If you do appreciate everything we're doing here, we do have that free shipping on orders over $200. Use promo code Alberta at checkout, guys. Alberta at checkout on orders over $200. today only, and then you'll get that free shipping. But other than that, we appreciate all the love. We appreciate all the support. We appreciate everybody who watches us every single day, because without you, the channel doesn't exist. So have a great day. Much love. We will see y'all tomorrow.